Happening now, hospitals across our area are overwhelmed. The warning from Chautauqua County's health director. Next. Plus, the latest on a closure that could impact your commute.
Well, that lake effect snow machine is going to start to wind down as we go through the middle of the week, but a big turnaround is heading our way. We'll talk about it in detail next as the news at noon starts now.
Live and on demand, this is WNY News Now.
Chautauqua County's health director is warning if something isn't done to relieve the overwhelmed hospitals in our area, dangerous and potentially deadly consequences await. Thank you for joining us for WNY News Now, and we start with breaking news on COVID-19. I'm Justin Gould. Our Dante Roberts joins us live in the newsroom with more on this breaking story, which is coming in just this hour. Dante?
Justin, County Health Director Christine Schuyler spoke to us this hour about the issue ahead of a ban on non-essential, non-urgent scheduled health procedures at UPMC Chautauqua Hospital in Jamestown and Brooks Memorial Hospital in Dunkirk.
If you have any emergent care that you need to go to an emergency center for anywhere in this region, and I don't mean just Chautauqua County, anywhere in this region, you are going to be in for a very, very long wait.
At times, Schuyler says patients are waiting up to 8 hours or even in some extreme cases, a day or more to be admitted for care in what she is calling a local crisis.
And if you need to be hospitalized into an inpatient bed, there may not be one for you. There are people who are having to board or sit on a stretcher in the emergency rooms or in the hallways for days, waiting for either a bed to be admitted to or a transfer to a tertiary or a higher level of care facility who can best care for you. And these aren't people with, bumps and bruises. These are people who are critically ill.
In order to relieve stress of the hospital system, Governor Kathy Hochul is rolling out a Surge and Flex system, which goes into effect in Chautauqua County on Friday.
In light of the increase we're seeing in COVID-19 infections as well as hospitalizations, we really are encouraging everyone who has not yet been vaccinated against COVID-19 to get vaccinated.
She says the booster shot is also important to protect those against virus variants and increase immunity as the vaccine wanes over time.
So if it's been more than 6 months since you received your second dose of the Moderna or Pfizer vaccine, or more than 2 months since you received the 1 dose of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, it is time for a booster.
Of the new infections over the past month, the county reports 56% of those sick are not vaccinated, a stat that concerns Schuyler, who blames vaccine hesitancy.
I don't know what more I can say or how I can say it. I honestly don't think as a local health official there is anything more that I can say or do to get people vaccinated who are not vaccinated.
As for those who want to get a shot, several vaccine clinics will be taking place with both the first and second booster doses this month, including SUNY JCC in Jamestown next Monday. Full details are posted on chautauquagov.com. Live in the newsroom, Dante Roberts, WNY News Now.
Pfizer says 3 COVID-19 vaccine doses are enough to neutralize the new Omicron variant. Pfizer-BioNTech released preliminary lab studies about that variant today. Scientists found that 2 doses of the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine doesn't give significant protection against the strain. However, they found 3 doses improve protection against it. Pfizer is developing a specific vaccine for Omicron and is expected to be available by March. One of the busiest thruway entrances in Chautauqua County will close for construction later this week. The State Thruway Authority announced the news yesterday. Officials say the entrance ramp to I-90 at exit 59 in Dunkirk will be closed from 11 o'clock Thursday night to 5 a.m. on Friday. While traffic is restricted, bridge maintenance will take place there. Thruway leaders say the closure will not impact the exit ramp in Dunkirk. Well, good news for drivers. Prices at the pump are finally starting to go down. The U.S. Energy Information Administration said in November the national average for a gallon of regular gas was $3.39. That's the highest since 2014. But by January, it's expected to drop to about $3 and continue to fall. For 2022, the average is expected to be $2.88. This new forecast is based on global oil production outpacing demand next year, with the rise of the Omicron coronavirus variant. The U.S. has also released more barrels of America's Strategic Petroleum Reserve to help with these increasing prices. Well, Jamestown High School's a cappella choir is hosting their annual a cappella Vespers performance on Sunday. The show starts at 4 o'clock at First Lutheran Church. Due to seating capacity, attendance is limited to ticket holders only. The show will be live streamed online at jpsny.org/acapella for those who aren't able to attend in person. This is the first time the 72-voice choir are back at full strength since 2019. Last year, they were unable to perform in person due to the pandemic. The community tradition was first established in 1924, and each December since then, they have performed 2 sacred concerts at First Lutheran Church, featuring excerpts from major choral works and seasonal songs. Another performance will take place the following Sunday, December 19th at 4 o'clock. Certainly something to tune into to get you into the holiday spirit. Let us know what you think about these stories and more in the comment section down below. For those of you joining us live here on Facebook, great to see Pamela. Good to see Connie, Scott, Julia, and Wendy. Good afternoon to all of you. We appreciate you tuning in. And a moment here to tell you about Channel 716 on Roku. If you haven't downloaded it yet, or maybe you're watching us live on there, it's free and all local content, including our news. Just simply search Channel 716 and add it to your lineup today. Well, now let's get a first check of our weather forecast. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter joining us live with that. And boy, oh boy, Dakota, it's a pretty chilly start to the day out there.
Yes, it has been. It's been another cold day, and we've had some of those flakes falling. Let's take a look at the Lakeside Park Skycam, and you can see right in Mayville, you can see some of those flakes falling. This is not really lake effect. This is more of a widespread deal. 26/20 is the current air temperature and dew point. So the radar shows you that snow that's coming on in. This is not lake effect. This is a widespread deal. So everybody getting a little bit of something. It's light snow, understand, but it may lay down a quick inch in some of the heavier parts of that snow band. 27 was the high yesterday. That's it. We started the day at 20, 60, and 4 are the records. We'll talk more about those records as we go a little bit later on. 25 and 33 will be the highs today. Scattered light snow showers. Again, a quick inch or two, maybe that 2 inches on the hills where you get the heavier bursts of snow, but cold though with a west wind 7 to 14. Now, if you're not a fan of winter, we do see some signs turning by the weekend into early next week. We'll tell you about it in detail in that Ultimate Satellite Solutions 7-day forecast later on in the show. Justin.
All right, Dakota, we'll see you back here in about 10 minutes. Thank you, sir. Warren County, as the county now has the highest COVID-19 positivity rate in the Commonwealth, and hospitals are left with no space to spare. Erie News Now's Kristen Allen was there yesterday, learning how the community is working to stop the spread.
A grim milestone Tuesday in Warren County, as it now has the highest COVID-19 positivity rate in Pennsylvania. According to state data, 35% of people tested for the virus get positive results.
Hoping that people are going to take note of that and do their part, get vaccinated.
Scott Newton is a pharmacist and owner of Gaughan's Drug Store in downtown Warren. Since vaccines have been available, he and his staff have helped administer hundreds of shots, hoping to slow the spread.
We are doing, I don't know, on average, probably 30 to 40 vaccines in store per day. Some are scheduled. We also do walk-ins.
But despite those efforts, many still haven't gotten vaccinated against COVID-19.
I know somebody that had a bad reaction, and I don't know. I think they rushed it too much.
Along with the highest positivity rate in the state, Warren County also has one of the lowest vaccination rates, with a little more than 41% of people fully vaccinated. The pharmacist I talked to said it's frustrating seeing those numbers remain so low.
The hospital has mentioned that they are overwhelmed. The clinic, the walk-in clinic, It's hard to even get an appointment in there right now because it's just everybody's coming in for COVID testing.
As new data comes out Tuesday, local government, hospital, and community officials have launched WarrenVax.com, a vaccine awareness campaign aiming to increase awareness and combat misinformation. As for Gons Drugstore, they began offering COVID-19 testing just this week, hoping to expand access for people in a community getting hit hard by the pandemic. Kristen Allen, Erie News Now.
Kristen, thank you. Tuesday in Harrisburg, the public education funding trial continued with cross-examination of witnesses. Among those called to the stand was the former Deputy Secretary for Elementary and Secondary Education, who oversaw Pennsylvania's K-12 education system for the PA Department of Education for 6 years. Also testifying was the superintendent of the Greater Johnstown School District. Greater Johnstown is one of the 6 petitioner school districts that sued the state to challenge the constitutionality of PA's public education funding system. The district is just one of 6 petitioner school districts that sued officials. Advocates say the underfunding of schools in the Commonwealth goes beyond the petitions of those districts.
In many respects, the petitioners are illustrative of the problem. By no means are they the only districts experiencing underfunding.
The Public Interest Law Center and Education Law Center are the 2 law centers that have filed the case on behalf of the petitioners. Testimony will continue through Friday. Coming up, the latest into the race for New York governor, what a new poll has to say about our current governor. And later, a preview of an event that gives back to our country's bravest, taking place right here in the Jamestown area. Stay with us as WNY News Now continues.
Happy holidays from WNY News Now.
Welcome to Honest John's Pizzeria, where you are the most important customer.
Everything from freshly made subs to the best of pizza and wings, Honest John's has it all.
And don't forget the ice cream!
Order online today or check out our 2 great locations with buffets ready for every appetite.
Don't I have the best job in the world?
What could you lose in a home fire? Your possessions? Your home? Your memories? Don't let your world go up in smoke. Make sure you have working smoke alarms and practice an escape plan for you and your loved ones, because fire is everyone's fight.
This message was brought to you by the Jamestown Fire Department and the Chautauqua Safety Village.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Hi, I'm Al Steffens, owner of Chautauqua Comics. For the last 28 years, we have been your premier retailer of comic books. But we have so much more.
Located at 214 Fairmount Avenue in Jamestown, the shelves are stocked with everything from superhero to classic G.I. Joe and Star Wars. Looking for Pokemon? Chautauqua Comics has it all.
If you have any questions, stop in today or give us a call. Chautauqua Comics, Al speaking.
Wishing you a safe and happy holiday season. WNY News Now, the Jolly Team, where coverage comes first.
Governor Kathy Hochul's popularity in the Democratic gubernatorial primary continues to grow. That's according to a new Siena College Research Institute poll. If elected today, Hochul would lead with 36% of the vote over State Attorney General Letitia James, with 40% for other candidates. 24% of people remain undecided. Polling data also found that state voters believe creating economic opportunity, fighting crime, and managing the pandemic should be top priorities next year. State voters also support the Build Back Better Act, although half of those polled feel it would increase inflation. They go on to say that it will likely have a negative impact on the economy and, in the end, their own personal finances. Well, New York's Attorney General is accused of abusing new police oversight rules. The New York State Trooper Police Benevolent Association accuses AG Letitia James of misusing Rule 70B for investigations into incidences involving police. The rule, the union says, was designed as a result of officer-involved shootings and points to a car crash in Syracuse, where an off-duty trooper and a friend were in a head-on collision with a car driving the wrong way. In a lawsuit filed this week, the James office allegedly inappropriately questioned the trooper while hospitalized to ask for a blood alcohol test. They say because the trooper was off duty, she did not have the authority to conduct the test without a warrant. The suit is seeking a declaration judgment and an injunctive relief against James and the AG's Office of Special Investigators. Well, congressional members got a wake-up call yesterday after protesters blocked several streets leading up to the Capitol in D.C. They tell our Washington correspondent Rachel Knapp they wanted to disrupt business as usual, to encourage members to pass legislation that would invest in childcare, climate change, and health care.
Not warfare!
During Washington, D.C.'s early morning rush hour,
Not warfare!
activists with the movement shut down D.C., blocked traffic around the Capitol, trying to grab the attention of congressional members.
We're one of 6 sites that shut down the city this morning, and everybody was elevating different issues. Ours is the child tax credit, health care, and child care, but there was also one for immigration. There was two for climate, another for anti-war, another for looking at voting rights and racial justice.
These protesters, which are a mix of different social movements, are calling on Congress to pass a roughly $2 trillion Build Back Better bill, which would prioritize funding for these issues they've outlined.
The idea of closing down the roads is to stop business as usual so that we can help elevate the issues that we want them to pay attention to. So Congress needs to do its job and pass the bill, but we also want to make sure that they are investing where we need to have the investments.
On their website, Shutdown DC says as 2021 is coming to an end, the passing the programs they voted for and that our communities need is rapidly waning. The BBB bill has passed the House, but has not been voted on yet in the Senate after 2 Democrats have been hesitant to move forward with this legislation.
Show me what democracy looks like!
After a couple hours, protesters left their spots in the road and held another rally near the Capitol.
Do you think your message was, heard loud and clear?
We believe that it was heard. We hope that we were very clear, but we're not going to give up.
In Washington, D.C., Rachel Knapp reporting.
Rachel, thank you. Well, today is a sweet day. December 8th marks National Brownie Day each year. You can mark the day by going out to a bakery for a sweet treat like a brownie, or maybe trying out a recipe at home. However you mark it, you can post photos on social media using the hashtag National Brownie Day. Here's a fun fact I looked up. According to legend, brownies were invented at the Palmer House Hotel in Chicago back in 1893. The Palmer House brownie included walnuts and an apricot glaze. Yeah, everybody loves a brownie. I love those brownie cookies. The Berkeys? Have you ever tried those? So let us know what you think about this and how you'll be celebrating in the comments down below. They do this to us, Dakota. They roll the food story right before we go to break for lunch. Go figure. I think it's
well. You see, I have it easier because I'm home.
Yeah.
So it's like, I usually have a thing of animal crackers in the hutch in my desk, but they're not there. So I either must have ate them or somebody took them. But
you forgot to restock.
Who doesn't love a good brownie? I mean, come on.
Oh, I do. And just over the weekend, my girlfriend made these peppermint brownies from scratch. Oh, they were so good. We finished them off last night. And let me tell you, it was well worth it to put the time and effort into hand making a brownie with the sprinkles on top and the peppermint shavings. Gosh, so yummy, so yummy. One thing that's not so yummy out there is that weather forecast for us today. You like my transition? It's pretty good. we had a lot of snow.
Nice segue.
Yeah.
Mockery. Let's take a look at the snowfall totals from the past 24 hours. Whoops. Should come up. There it is. Should come up now. 1.2 inches in Silver Creek, 1 inch on the nose here in Jamestown, also in Little Valley, just a little under an inch in both Kennedy and how about Gary, less than half an inch there, and also in Mayville. So again, this was a quick hitting blast of some light snow, again, laid down about an inch. So in terms of the snow data, here's where we are at the airport. We have 6 inches of snow on the ground at the Jamestown airport, 11 inches of snow this month already, in the seasonal total up to 26.6. That is 14.4. That's the normal total for this time of the year. Snowflakes falling downtown right now, 24 degrees as of noon hour with a southwest wind of 9 miles an hour, of 7 miles an hour. Take a look at that visibility of 1 mile in the wind chill, down to 16. So the next thing that we're keeping an eye on really is the thing that we kind of hinted about, this warmer air that's going to be coming on in for the weekend and into early next week. The main story here is really warm air. Everybody is going to be warm across much of the continental 48. So it really is going to be a warm stretch of weather heading into the Christmas week. In fact, we have a shot of breaking records here on Saturday. We're forecasting 57. That's the forecast high. The record is 55. That is set all the way back in 1897. And believe it or not, that's the last time we had record warmth. And that is over 120 years ago that record has stood. So there you see Frosty. Woo boy! I don't know if I can make it. And Frosty will be hanging on here over the weekend. So the radar first defense Doppler shows you those light snow showers that are moving on through. Again, you may pick up a quick inch of accumulation out of this. This is not lake effect. And you can see on the satellite and radar, we have another cold front that's going to sweep on through. That front is actually going to move through tomorrow, but no rain or snow is going to come out of it. So the newest Runner Future Scan shows you maybe another blast of snow coming on in through the afternoon hours. Then we should clear out to partly to mostly cloudy skies with a few lake effect snow showers tomorrow. A quick hitting blast of snow showers tomorrow morning, then turns partly to mostly cloudy for the afternoon hours on Thursday. Then we watch Friday as a big change in the weather pattern heads our way. So additional snowfall through noon tomorrow. Yeah, about 1 to 2 inches looks to be the best bet there as we go into Thursday. Now the next 7 days of your life are on the screen, powered by Ultimate Satellite Solutions. 32 on Thursday with mostly cloudy, a few showers on Friday. Saturday, the record again, 55. So again, chance we'll break that with rain showers. Then we turn colder again. Whoops, let's see if I can go back to that. There we go. Colder again on Sunday. Then the warm air returns as we go into next week. We'll take a break. Be right back.
Wishing you a safe and happy holiday season. WNY News Now, the Jolly Team, where coverage comes first.
I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor.
Testicular cancer is the leading form of cancer in men aged 15 to 35.
1 in 250 men will be diagnosed with testicular cancer.
But 98% will survive if detected early.
As a survivor, I believe early detection is the key. Learn how to do a testicular self-exam and other important facts about testicular cancer at oneball4tc.com.
It's not just what we say, it's what we do.
Local first. It isn't just our slogan. It's our mindset every single day. So whether you're watching our daily live streams or staying up to date with reports on our website and mobile app, you'll always see the same attention to detail from reporters who passionately care about our community, who have one goal in mind: to always put the facts first.
For me, it's more than just getting the forecast right. What I love the most about my job is that I come into work every day to help break down the weather, letting people know how this is going to impact their day. We take pride that First Defense Weather is the only local weather team in the Southern Tier. We don't just copy and paste our weather from outside sources. Every part of our forecast is handmade right here in-house, something our team really takes pride in.
What matters to you matters to us. Every story, every day. WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
Right here, baby. Look. Uma.
Something more than a birthday is happening here. Once you can see it, you can help. The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
Happy holidays from WNY News Now.
An annual event that ships a piece of home for the holidays to those serving in the U.S. military overseas is happening this weekend. Our Alana Wingate joins us live in studio with more details on what this event means to so many. Alana?
Justin, the local Blue Star Mothers chapter is getting ready for their annual military Christmas care package drive at the Fluzana Community Church. As Kathy Clover and Susan Rowley explain, the group will be collecting donations today and tomorrow at 6 p.m. ahead of their packaging event this Saturday.
This year, we're really looking forward to kind of getting back into full swing and having all of the community who wants to come out and help us pack these boxes for our military. And these boxes go all over the world.
This longtime tradition has become a community staple in the last several years, bringing families together in what Rowley says is the ultimate show of patriotism.
That morning to me is like a 6-year-old's Christmas morning. I'm like a 6-year-old on Christmas morning that day, and that is just it fulfills my Christmas wishes right there. To walk in that room and to see all those people there for the same reason. And our community is so patriotic.
The effort wouldn't happen without the community, with everything from beef jerky to sanitary items like toothpaste donated to the group.
Not only does the community donate the money and the material goods, but one of the best things that the community donates is cards and letters. Yes. And we get so many beautiful ones from the school children, from churches, from adults. So anybody can do that. Even if you can't afford to go out and buy material items, you can write a letter. And this is one of the things that the troops always, invariably, they always say, that was our favorite part of the box.
And they send us a thank you. That's the first thing they say.
The organization recognizes the selflessness of military members and their families, which is why the group is so passionate.
We understand the sacrifices that our military makes. We understand the sacrifices our military families make, not just the parents, but the children. This is our small way, the only way we know to pay back and to thank them. And our community comes through with flying colors.
Over the past several years, all walks of life have contributed to this event, with those as young as 5 years old to 100 years old packing a box. Justin, that is something the two moms are so proud of, seeing the community come together year after year.
Yeah, it really is. And the amount of donations that they receive is incredible. And then you look at the manpower of volunteers who just say whether they take an hour out of their day on Saturday or they're there for the whole morning. They definitely have that support. So it's really incredible. Alana, thanks so much for sharing that. And we hope to see everybody out there on Saturday. I know I'll be there. I plan to pack a box and talk to some of the folks who are really giving it their all for these brave men and women who really give their all every single day. And we thank you for joining us for WNY News Now. Let us know what you think about these stories and more in the comment section down below here on Facebook Live. And of course, those of you watching us on channel 716, connect with us at WNY News Now on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Great to see Monica. Good to see Scott, Gail, and Carol. Hopefully you all are having a wonderful day. We appreciate you tuning in here to WNY News Now. And I want to get one final check of our weather forecast. But first, Dakota, if we could take that Peaches and Cream camera live, because it's pretty dark out there. Is this some sort of lake effect snow that's moving across right now?
No, this is not lake effect. This is widespread snow that is associated with basically just a disturbance that's moving on through. So this is not lake effect snow, but it will transition over to some lake effect snow tonight. Let's go back to the main graphics, and we'll show you the forecast here for tonight. So scattered lake effect snow showers, an additional 1 to 2 inches. That 2 inches, as often is the case on the hills. The valleys will dip down into the upper teens tonight, with everybody else dipping back into the lower to mid-20s, Justin.
Yeah, absolutely, Dakota. Thank you. That's it for us today. News 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you back here tomorrow.